Liana's too cold to function. She's losing all motor function and brain function, so I have to feed her.
I can't feel my fingers.
Just open up.
We're Aaron and Liana. We quit our jobs to travel full-time, and now we live in a van with our dog, Bailey. This is part 3 of our month-long Canada road trip where we're visiting some bucket list parks. In this video, we explored the stunning Banff National Park. We got to witness iconic lakes like Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, hike some stunning trails, go on a sunset paddle, and drive the most scenic road we've ever experienced. We're so excited to share our adventure with you and hope it inspires you to plan a trip here. Be sure to give us a like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's jump right in.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
So it is 5 a.m. and 35 degrees outside, and we just drove an hour from Banff to get to Lake Louise. And already the parking lot's over halfway filled, but right now we got a big day ahead of us. We're gonna check out sunrise. We're heading back to the car, and that was nice.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
It is freezing. I can't feel my toes. Bailey's cold, but the view was so pretty.
Yeah, until the fog rolled in, and then everybody dispersed down too.
Yeah, but we got to see the sun come up and all the colors and the reflection, and it was really nice. I'm glad we did that, but time to warm up, have some coffee and breakfast.
I know this looks weird, but when we went to the grocery store, they sold a 6-pack of hot dogs and only had a 12-pack of hot dog buns. And we didn't want 12 hot dogs. So we're using the bread for PB&Js. And honestly, I had one last night, and it's a pretty good method of delivery for these little goodies in here. It's very functional.
Cheers.
Ooh, fluffy. We just got our reservation for the shuttle that leads to Moraine Lake. So we didn't book it months in advance. We didn't really realize that we had to, so we missed that. And we were left to do, they call it the last minute program, where 2 days before at 8 a.m. they'll open up the remaining slots for the shuttle that's 2 days later. So we didn't get anything immediately at 8 a.m. and then maybe like 20 minutes later some slots opened up, and we were finally able to snag one. So I think we really got lucky. There's a lot of people trying to get the shuttle ticket, and I'm grateful that we got one.
Yeah. All right, we got a reservation. Woo-hoo!
I know, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Oh my, I hate these types of things. These things are so frustrating. It's worse than trying to find a parking lot in a parking spot.
Parking lot in a parking spot?
Yeah, exactly. You catch my drift.
Parking spot in a parking lot.
Yeah. Not too many people here.
Yeah, so empty, whole place to ourselves. So we're back out. It's all sunny and the lake looks beautiful right now. We are starting the Lake Agnes trail, around 4.6 miles round trip, and there's supposed to be a tea house at the top. So get some snacks.
Yeah.
I'm huffing and puffing, dying.
Yeah, horses.
Oh my god. Wait, there's horses. Hello. Wow. We got a lake. Mirror Lake.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's in miles now.
We didn't realize, but this hike takes us to Mirror Lake, which is behind us.
It's nice to get away from the crowds down there. There's still a lot of people here, but I feel like the further you go, the less there are. So, gotta keep going. I think we have 800 meters to our final destination.
Let's do it.
I can smell the cafe foods.
It smells so good. I did not fuel properly, so I'm like starving right now.
So Liana's too cold to function. She's losing all motor function and brain function, so I have to feed her.
I can't feel my fingers.
Just open up.
So we're by Lake Agnes. Beautiful view, but I am so cold. I don't know if I've ever been this cold in my life. Like, my hands, I can't feel them. They're numb. Like, I put on the gloves and I don't know if I have them in the right thing to hold.
Yeah, our bodies definitely chilled out a lot after standing in line for a while, so and then we're gonna look it down.
Yeah, let's go.
So final thoughts on the tea house?
So I think it's worth it if you go like first thing in the morning and you can actually dine in there, but it wasn't like mind-blowing tea or like the best sandwich I've ever had or like the most amazing chocolate cake. And we didn't even wait in the dine-in line. We waited in the takeout line and that took an hour. So the dine-in line was probably closer to like an hour and a half or two.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
If you get there when there's crazy lines like that, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah.
You can bring a thermos with your own tea and probably make a much better sandwich.
Yeah. Made it back to the busy as ever parking lot. Still crowds of people everywhere. It is busy. I guess since we had an early start, it feels like we had a big day. But it's only 1 o'clock right now, so we're gonna have some lunch.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
Lunch and nap.
So lunch and that nap was very nice. We were planning on renting a canoe and getting out on the water, but we just got back to the lake and it is really cold. It's raining. No one's out on the water right now. And we found out that the rentals are $170 for 1 hour. So if we were to spend that, we want to make sure it's like really nice weather. We're really going to enjoy our hour out on the water, and it doesn't feel like that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get out on different lakes in Banff, and I don't know, a week from now if we're still in the area and we still really want to go, maybe we'll come back. But I feel like this is not the ideal condition to go out right now. So.
Yeah, we don't want to end up spending a bunch of money to kind of suffer on the water, so.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna head out of here.
So we're camping at Two Jack Lakeside, like Liana mentioned earlier, and it's actually a really nice campground. It's quieter than the other ones, it's much smaller, but that also means that it's way harder to get. I think we actually reserved this campground like 6 months ago. I think we ended up with like queue spot 10,000. So we're pretty fortunate to have this campsite. It's like any other national park in the US, fire pit, table, all the normal things, and in this case we have a tent pad. So pretty happy with it. This is where we're calling home for the next few nights. Bet you couldn't have guessed where Liana is.
I'm tired. Good night. What do we have for dinner, chef?
Thank you for asking. We had a bunch of leftover vegetables, stuff that was going bad or soon to be bad. So I just kind of cooked it all and then threw it on top of these chow mein noodles.
Nice.
The noodles said it was 3 servings, but oh my goodness.
Oh, that is not 3 servings.
This is like 300 servings, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully this is good. If you go to the grocery store and look at the vegetable aisle, that's what we put in it.
Everything. Alright, sounds good. Let's dig in.
Yep. Good morning! Today should be a pretty slow day, and we're just going to be enjoying this beautiful campsite for most of it. One of the things that we want to do is go into Banff, check out the town, and go to the visitor center, and just see what Banff's about. And then we'll come back. We're probably going to do some like kayaking and fire pit stuff, so we'll see.
Sounds good.
We made it to Central Park, which is a cool little park that tucks up against the Bow River, which is flowing right now, and it's that nice glacial blue color. And so we did take a look at all the shops and do a little bit of recon on what we wanted to get. We found a magnet that we haven't purchased yet because we didn't want to haul it around, and then I think Liana found some clothes. Going to our favorite store.
Yeah, we might get an outfit. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But one of the goals that we have while we're in town is to pick up some poutine. It's supposed to be a really good kind of Canadian thing, so.
Yeah, we're gonna try to find some, so let's go.
Yeah, let's go find some poutine.
We're at Banff Ave Brewing, and we got our poutine. So we're gonna try it, and then we have a burger and Caesar salad. Do you eat it with a fork?
I think so.
Fork says green. Okay. All right, nice big bite.
So we just finished eating at Banff Brewing Co. And the poutine?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I like, we were talking about, we like nacho fries better, but
Yeah.
it was pretty good. I like the gravy. I'm not a huge fan of the cheese curds.
Yeah, so Google reviews had the poutine listed as like one of the, you know, top things there. But we have no like kind of reference points.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll have to,
one.
yeah, so we might try to get poutine somewhere else just to get a little context, another data point, you know, all that.
Yeah.
But
on a different day, because I think I can only have poutine once in a day.
Yeah. We just left Banff, the little strip area, and came to Two Jack Lake. Rihanna didn't get to do any shopping. She's a little sad about it, but we're gonna go kayaking right now. So the weather has shaped up a little bit. It was a little rainy when we were in town, but it looks a little better now.
It looks pretty sunny, so hopefully it feels nice and warm, and the view is pretty incredible, so we'll show you when we get out there. Aaron is rowing for us right now.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful. Why don't you just spin us around? Just giving you a 360 all the way around. Woo! Really
donuts.
like that view right here.
Doing donuts.
Woo! We probably look crazy to everyone on shore. Like, are they okay?
Wow.
Wow.
How fun. Well, look at Bailey. Bailey wants to say hi. She doesn't like the water, but she actually is doing better than yesterday, or last time.
Yeah, she's okay.
She's doing better than last time, huh?
Okay, so we made it down to one side of the lake. Views are beautiful. It's so glassy and calm down here. Bailey's still not loving it, but it's okay.
I think she's doing better than last time, though, so
Yeah.
it's a good sign.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna turn around and paddle to the other side. We're not at the other side of the lake yet, but the sun just went over those mountains and the lighting now is crazy. Like, you can see all the reflections. We're surrounded by mountains all around us. Truly like a core memory unlocked. Beep bombs. Yay. Hi, sweet girl. Oh my gosh, you can see the breath. That's crazy.
Cold.
It is cold. Alright, we made it to the other side of the lake. We took our time getting here. We were floating, taking in the views, the reflection. I read for a little bit. And now we're at the other end. So there's some sort of little, like, is that a dam?
Yeah, probably a dam.
Dam or something. It is getting pretty cold out. It's like, what, 8:30 now? So we'll probably head back, get the kayak out, need to dry it off and all that good stuff. So, oh, and we want to do a campfire today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we have, I don't know, it gets dark. It says 10, but really like 11, so we still have some time.
Yeah, so as part of the reservations for all the campsites here, you do have to pay for like a fire permit fee, and that does include free wood. So I feel like you already prepaid for the wood, so you might as well enjoy a little fire.
So next, off to our campsite.
Yep.
Let's head back. We got the kayak back. Time to let it dry a bit and then we'll put it away.
Yep.
Back with Coco.
My toes are frozen.
I know, my toes are so cold right now.
Yeah, that water is freezing.
But what a beautiful spot.
Yeah, look, there's the little gooses, or the geese.
Oh yeah. Oh, and a bird.
One little bird. Alright team, we are back at our campsite now, and kayaking was a lot of fun, and so was Banff, but kayaking, super fun.
That was so worth it today. I'm so glad the weather kind of turned around and it was so nice. We really needed that today.
I know we said that we were going to do a campfire, but unfortunately it is later, even though it is light outside, and we have an early morning tomorrow. We have Moraine Lake ahead of us, and we're going to be doing a bigger hike there, so we're going to get some rest and call it a night early.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get up probably at like 6 a.m. so it's already after 10 now. We still have to eat dinner, so yeah, campfire just didn't make sense, but we will do a campfire at some point. But first we need to sleep, so see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're at the Lake Louise area at the park and ride where we get picked up by the shuttle.
To go to Moraine Lake.
And we go to Moraine Lake.
Let's go. Looks like we got a full bus here.
I know, for being so nervous about getting a reservation for this. We have made it.
Woo-hoo. Pretty crazy.
The shuttle is nice. You're actually allowed to bring your dog if it's small, in a carrier, and on your lap. I think that's the first time we've seen a dog-friendly shuttle, which is great because Moraine Lake is shuttle only.
Yeah, so we had to.
But let's go check out the lake.
I'm already out of breath on this rock pile.
Yeah, so we're doing the trail to the rock piles, or that's what the trail is called, I guess. And it should lead us to the top of a pile of rocks. And it has a little overlook of Moraine Lake.
This is only 350 meters, so I think it's a popular one to get a different view of the lake.
Yeah, so we were originally planning on doing like a 7-mile hike with 2,600 feet gain, and still kind of on the table, but it's a little wet and rainy, and this little hike that we're doing is actually giving us a good little workout to see if we're actually prepared for it. So we'll see if we actually do that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think this is the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, so there's no one here. Not crowded at all.
Definitely blue. It's like not as green as Lake Louise.
No, this is pretty. Let's get in there.
So what's the verdict? Are we gonna go on the hike?
We're gonna try it, and I just had a PB&J, so hopefully that fuels me enough.
Yeah, so on all trails the hike said 6.9 miles, 2,600 feet, but the sign down here said 6.9 miles, 2,300 feet. So it might even be easier than we expected. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, let's do it.
Ah.
Up and up we go.
Just made it about 1 mile in. Already shed a layer. But we have some mountain views through the trees. It's really pretty. Up we go. This is so beautiful. So green.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I heard that it opens up in a bit, so excited for more views. Beautiful. This is so pretty. Happy trails, happy hiking. This is so beautiful. I'm so glad we did this. Just started raining, so we're on a rain hike, but the views are getting better and better. So Aaron's getting grumpy at me because I'm too slow, so we're gonna keep moving. Is that Mr. Grumpy Gills?
Hey, Mr. Grumpy Gills.
No.
Is it the bubbles?
All right, folks, so it is super rainy and cold, and I think the end of the trail actually is up here in this area. You might be able to see switchbacks there. I'm not really sure what you can see or not, but I think we're gonna head down because that's probably, what, another kilometer and another hour, which might be a little bit of suffering for us because we're a little tired and cold. So we're gonna head back down.
This is gorgeous. I'm so happy with this. And there's more clouds rolling in.
We gotta go.
It's
Bye
time
bye.
to crunch down the hill. You want to go back, huh? She's like, why didn't we just stay in the van, guys?
Yeah, I know.
It's a cold day.
We could have turned on our Esport AS3 B2L heater, guys. She said it.
Specifically. You're so specific, Bailey.
You're supposed to.
Okay, let's go home and get warm.
Made it back down, and on the hike it made me realize or forget how busy it was down here.
Yeah, this is a lot.
On the trail there was like only maybe like 50 people we came across.
Yeah,
here there's like 50,000. But time to go back to the shuttle and back to the car. We have teleported to our campsite, and we're actually at a different campground this time. We're at 2 Jack, Maine, and it's pretty nice, definitely more forested. So if the rain stops and we get a little bit of a napsy in, we'll go outside for a campfire. Oh, and I did pick up these Kootenay beers from the Lake Louise liquor store. That place is definitely expensive, so if you can buy these somewhere else, do it. But yeah, we've heard that this is kind of like the staple light beer in this area, so cheers while we nap. Good morning! So we didn't end up doing a fire last night because it was a little wet and rainy and we were a little tired. But today's a new day and we got a big day ahead of us. So today we're heading to Jasper, which should be really neat. And the Icefields Parkway should have a lot of beautiful stops. And I think it's also known as like one of the most beautiful highways. So I'm really excited to check that out. First, we're gonna make some breakfast, and there's also a couple more stops on our way out of Banff that we have to make. So we'll check those out as we go. Last night I made some Onos, or overnight oats. It's my first time doing it, and I think it turned out alright. I probably could adjust my ratios of solids to liquids a little bit. And then we also picked up this Canadian maple syrup. I'm sure this isn't like the nicest stuff. It's probably made for tourists, but we're gonna put this on there. Makes it a little special, because we are tourists in this country. Alright, we are finally ready to get going. Thank you, Liana. But yeah, first we're going to Johnston Canyon off of the Bow Valley Parkway. Now, certain seasons it's closed for bikers, as well as certain times of day for animals just to kind of exist. But it just opened, so it should be pretty nice drive. We should be able to see some animals, hopefully, and then, yeah, we'll do a little hike in Johnston Canyon, which should be fun.
We may encounter animals that we do our best to follow.
Some little elky stinkers. It's crowded.
And the Kootenay National Park system tends to bucket vans with like full-size RVs and stuff. So we're fighting with other RVs over the RV spots.
Yeah.
When we could perfectly fit in a lot of these spots here. You know, we're just a normal cute little van.
We're just a cute little van.
little.
We are on the Johnston Canyon Trail to the lower falls.
Yeah, it is busy, but we found a parking spot.
Yeah. So, let's check it
Yeah,
out.
it should be cool. So the falls are right there. There's a long line. I think that's maybe to go behind the cave.
A few moments later.
Quite a
Crazy
long line.
line.
We made it back to the car, and we definitely forgot how busy and popular this hike was. So as with any of the popular hikes, Definitely go earlier or later if you want to avoid the crowds, but it was a pretty sweet stop and definitely a must-do, I would say.
It was worth it. It was so beautiful. I had a lot of fun. And it's already like 2 p.m. so we just crushed a bunch of snacks in here. Like I had like 10 different snacks. I was like, I'm so hungry. So we had a very snacky lunch. But it's time to go to the next stop because we've spent too long here probably.
Yeah, so our next destination is Peyto Lake. We're going to do another short hike out there, but if there's anything on the road in between where we are now and there, we're going to stop. So let's go. Oh,
Let's go. I know. We just got that like... Made it up to the Peyto Lake viewpoint and it is quite busy up here.
Yeah.
See, but we got some nice pictures. It's a beautiful lake, so definitely worth the stop.
Yeah, the hike is all paved, but it's pretty steep though, for sure.
Yeah, but there's an easier route, so you could do it.
Yeah, you could do it. Messiah Canyon, here we come! Woo-hoo! You having fun?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm so tired.
Messiah Canyon was actually pretty cool.
It really was. We didn't know what to expect because it was just kind of popped up on our drive, but...
Yeah, so we're glad we did that. And now we're about like halfway through the Icefields Parkway, and we're pretty much just gonna skip the back half for now and just get to our campsite because it is getting later. A lot of the stops that we'll be skipping we'll be getting on our way down because we're gonna be exiting the same way.
Might get some A&W.
Yes, we got a recommendation from one of our followers to get the A&W chicken strips, so I think that's on our menu tonight.
Welcome to Jasper!
Choo-choo!
Choo-choo. I got the goods.
What a treat. What a long day.
Yeah, that was really long.
But we finally made it to our campground right near Jasper, and we're staying at the Wapiti campground. It's one of those campgrounds that was like heavily affected by the fires in 2024, so a lot of the trees and stuff are all burnt or chopped down at this point. But the Icefields Parkway, man, that was insane.
It was such an amazing drive. It's so beautiful. Like, I just kept pulling my phone out to record every like 5 seconds.
We've been on the road for 9 months at this point, and I think this is probably hands down the most beautiful road that we've ever driven on.
It's just like majestic. It's just mountain after mountain after mountain.
Yeah, it's just
glacier.
endless. So we're gonna do some planning, and then yeah, that's probably what we're up to tonight. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Good night.